I can show you the world.
Happy Halloween. What are you dressed as today for Halloween?
That's right. I woke up and I didn't realize it was Halloween. I'm going to be La Vaca today.
Oh my gosh, where's the costume?
For the episode, I did not. You know, I could get something right now. Actually, I could change. And you are channeling Elsa, Arabian Elsa,
Elsa.
Arabian Nights Elsa.
Oh, well, the NDA is lifted, y'all. I am playing Elsa in the next Highball Productions musical of Defrosted. So you can come see us at Shaw's Tavern on December 6th, 7th.
Wow. So 6-7 is taking over the world. And I guess I had no idea how big of a deal it was until I saw an auditorium full of kids doing it. And it just sounds, and they're doing it all harmoniously. How many times a day do you hear that today? Like,
Yeah, they
on
definitely
average?
do it to seal that Hamoon. I think that I'm in high school, so I don't hear it a lot. It does happen, but it's not like a lot because your high school is too cool. Elementary, middle school,
They're
I
having
feel
fun
for
with it.
you. I feel for you. Everything is a 6, a 7, a 41 that may also lead to 67. I don't know. I don't know. We had different memes. I feel like 2025 was so fun. For how many years was that? 20 years, right?
I mean, was the first meme on 2005?
No, the 25 meme. Oh
What
my God,
25 meme?
yo. You know what's funnier than 24?
25?
25.
Is that a joke currently or back in the day when you were a kid? Elsa?
You see, it's so funny. I feel that it will have a resurgence. I think something that's super valuable right now, such a hot commodity right now, something invaluable right now, is nostalgia. When every
Yes.
time there's like tyranny and a terrible time, art and nostalgia is all that matters.
What's something that you miss the most about being a kid, especially on
MTV.
Halloween?
I don't know, just like dressing up, I don't get to
Well, you still
dress
do
up
that, darling. You
anymore.
get paid to do that now. You're not just a
I
child. Well, you
literally
are a
was like
version of
trying
a
to
child star.
no, I literally am DC's John Bonet. I was like talking with a coworker about her kids. I was like, oh my God, your kids still do Halloween. They still dress up. They're so old. They're in 4th grade. I mean, I was like, I still dress up, but still. Like when does it stop? I guess dressing up is like really cool and in now. Like we didn't have cosplay growing up, so now it like is in. So I think that's like super cool for the
You hate it when
generation.
people have an imagination for themselves. You hate whimsicality while you are dressing up like Elsa. I think you're never too old to dress up for Halloween. I think you're never too. I think right now the morale is low for Halloween. I think it's just I haven't even thought of what I was gonna do for my costume. Everything that I've done has just like been spur of the moment, and that's unfortunate because it's my favorite holiday. But it's been difficult for me to get into the Halloween spirit. I do have a pumpkin. I have 2 pumpkins in my apartment to remind me that it's that time of year, though.
They are plants, aren't they? Wait, or
Yeah,
fruit, something,
there are other. I
whatever.
mean, yeah, they're. I feel like they're
Oh my God, can you
the
grow a
seed
pumpkin
kind
in
of.
an apartment?
I checked because I have it under a grow light, and ChatGPT confirmed that would not sprout anything. It might change
Wow.
colors just a little bit, though. For anyone that's interested in plants and anything like that, a fun fact of the day.
Thank you, Miss Frizzle. No, I think that Halloween. I don't feel like I have a lot of like nostalgic memories of Halloween. Like I was not like I was not anti Halloween, but I wasn't like into Halloween as a child. I feel like more comfortable into it when I got older, and then I could really start dressing up. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable at all as a kid. So I feel like I don't really have a lot of big memories other than, you know, sometimes I dressed up. Do you have any iconic Halloween costumes that your family knows you for?
There was two. There was one where um I dressed up as Power Rangers when the Power Ranger movie came out, and I was like the ninja one, the black ninja one
If you don't know, in the 90s, everybody was required to dress up as a Power Ranger at least
at some
once,
point.
no matter what. At any point, no matter what, you just had to, whether you liked it or not.
And then I found
You was the
a
black one?
Yeah.
Appropriating. That early?
Shut, shut the fuck up.
I was. You know which one I was? I was the red one. I couldn't be the girl.
Obviously, I wanted to be the red one, but
I
they
wanted to be the yellow one or the pink one. So what do you
obviously.
think I was given?
I wanted the red one because my red's my favorite color, but unfortunately, my parents got me the black one, and I feel like it's because the red one was sold out or something. But what was and then I got in like 5th grade, I got this gnarly, scary Halloween mask, and it was scaring all the kindergartners in the Halloween parade.
5th grade. Y'all too old.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, what
You big ass
military North
kids.
Korea bullshit is this? Ew. Ew.
Oh, grown man. That's
Capitalism.
crazy.
Define this. Define this Halloween costume, please.
It was actually so ugly. It was like you would just get like a big like circle white bulb, and then like on the headband would just be like a weird Casper thing. But you can see my face. It was crazy.
That is so cute. Can you please send a picture? I would love to see
I
that.
remember one Halloween costume I chose, and it was a ninja. And then if you do a
Okay.
ninja, I feel like everyone was a ninja at some point.
Yeah. Well, I comboed
Too.
it. I did
I
the
had
Power Ranger like
nunchucks,
mix.
and then that was like the last time I remember trick or
They
treating. So I
gave you
was like,
weapons? The movie?
yeah, I was streaming now. And then the last one I remember I hated Pikachu. Hate it. Hated it.
Wait, you were Pikachu? That's cute. How old are you?
Oh my god. I was probably like 8, maybe
Okay.
7, 8.
Okay.
It
That's
was
cute.
terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was
Explain.
terrible because Pikachu, they made it look like Pikachu, a little fucking mouse with legs that are this big. And I could not, I was waddling and I could not keep up with the other kids. I was sick. I was like, I hate this fucking costume. Do not want to do this ever again.
Yeah,
I just feel like I was not into it.
I never got the crazy, like, uncomfortable costume. That's too much for me. Absolutely not. Oh my god,
How many knives and razor blades and drugs did you find in your candy?
oh my god, no. Did you ever, like, trick or treat, like, in the rich neighborhoods?
I couldn't tell the difference between theirs and mine. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Oh,
that answer, hey, okay. Okay, she's rich. No shade. I knew NuNu was rich. I know NuNu was rich.
No, honestly, I just feel like I was in a cul-de-sac and we just went around to the other cul-de-sacs. And that was it. And then like one time there was like this trick or treat event.
Because you didn't wanna walk, or is it like
Yeah, I honestly think like if y'all know me in real life, walking around in the dark is still not my that it did not give. Walking around begging for something in the dark, it don't give. It don't give to me. It does not give to me in any sense of the world. It still does not. I'm so sorry, y'all. I hate it. It
God,
doesn't make any sense to me.
if you had kids, would you not, like, take them trick or treating?
I would prefer to take them to like a trunk or treat. Like I'm gonna go to a specific place and we just walk around this little circle. But like I'm not going to people's houses. No. I would go to
Like,
the Halloween event,
what? Well, I mean,
but
is
I
trick or treating a dying art form? In the cities, I guess it is. And even when I was in the country, like in North Carolina, I remember when I was in like in my first year not trick or treating when I was in 8th grade. No, I stopped trick or treating before that. Like probably like
I
6th
hope
grade.
so. Big ass kids.
I
Mother,
remember I
god
wasn't I forgot I
damn.
blacked out some of
How you
this
gonna have a whole
childhood.
mustache trying to trick or treat? That's great.
That's crazy. I was not much, but I do remember being in 8th grade and I was like, and someone trick or treated, and he was definitely my age. I was like, girl, you're too old. But yeah, there were so many trick or treaters. And now, recently, my parents say that they got the candy and not many kids come. So I wonder if it's a dying art form. I'd be very disappointed if it is because it is just like fun, even though you call it begging. That's crazy.
It's not, it's
It's
not,
a
it's not,
tradition and it's free
it's
candy,
not.
first of all.
Right, right. Get your own. There was really one time where there was some event, and then my mom leaves, we can go to the store buy some. I was like, great. Like I was just give me the bag. Like I don't need to.
Georgetown must be a nice place to hit up here, like Tenleytown with those ooh, let's go trick or treat. Let's take you. We just partook in our own form of like adult trick or treating. We ran the high heel race.
We got to actually participate and attend the high heel race, a long-standing DC tradition. The high heel race was insanely short and long at the same time. People are literally like, "How long is it?" And I'm like, 2 blocks. But like when you run it, it feels so much longer. No, it felt like a marathon.
thought that kitten heels were, a joke. No, kitten heels are not a joke. Okay, they still matter, and they can be very challenging, especially for first baby drag queens. I do think that if you struggle in walking in heels, then you should start in kitten heels and build your way up, because I felt so like comfortable by the end of it. I was like, okay, I can do this. Do 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 do. I still took them off very quickly because I don't trust heels. But it was so fun to walk it. People were so fun, nice. Obviously, we met with our lovely Mira Bowser, and so it was so cool. It was really fun. It was really fun.
It was a key. I really wanna say this for the city and the times we're in, you need joy. You need
Yeah,
joy, and the hospitality industry is suffering so much in DC, as we all know. And to
absolutely.
see so many people, to have a nice, safe event, to see different vendors, different wine tastings, funnel cakes, different just opportunities to engage in the community was really important. Honestly, like, and it was fun. It was like the block party at Pride, but like less people, and it was cozy because you were in costumes or you were dressed up. I loved it. It was like family oriented. It wasn't too much. I just enjoyed it. I really had a good time.
I had a blast. I realized you didn't even have to register, by the way. Like, we really did not. You didn't register.
Well, I didn't plan to run the race. I was
Uh,
told to please get content, and then, they don't do no real, like, lineup or startup. Like, they were talking, they were like, "Alright, go, bitch." Like, I thought there was gonna be, like, a woman, someone with an up sign, do, like, a little upsta like a
right.
start or, like, a little firework, and they were just like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?" That was crazy.
Yeah, it was really a nice shift in the day for me, for sure. Cause I did get laid off recently, and so that day, actually, and so, like, it was really nice to kinda shift the gears, because obviously right now is, like, a very challenging time for a lot of us out here, and we're all being affected by this presidency in some way or other. I think greed is being taken over. I think companies are really showing like, bitch, we're gonna conserve, we're laying off, we're gonna pinch every coin and maximize every ounce of your labor. And it's very unfortunate to see how like things are shifting in the community. And I didn't even work in the government, but I worked in the hospitality industry, and there was definitely a shift in this Trump era where I just see the greed in so many different ways. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think that it's so weird for, a country that is so about holidays and consumerism to do all this stuff to its citizens right before Thanksgiving and Christmas, all the holidays, whether it's the SNAP benefits, whether it's just laying off folks. I feel like the only real solution is to not cancel the holidays. I mean, do you think we should cancel the holidays?
I mean, if I don't have the job, I'm canceling my holiday because I was like, girl, no. No, I don't think that we should be participating in the Black Fridays. I think there's so many different ways we can try to plan things as a family that don't require this much capitalism, and maybe there is something out there that can help that. But like, I what's the what I wonder if, like, what would you substitute a Christmas with? Is it travel? Would you travel to a different country? Would you, like, if you
Not
could,
really
like,
canceling a holiday. That is the holiday, dude.
no, well,
What are you
I'm
talking
saying, like, you don't go for the holiday, but you say no gifts. We're not buying into this country. We're not buying into this company, this company, this company. We're just gonna take our money elsewhere and travel.
Well, I don't know if you remember, I think there was, like, some episode of Family Guy years ago in the Christmas episode where Santa's so overworked because of decadent capitalism, and so he's only able to provide the world, like, one gift, and people just have to be, like, okay with getting that one gift. I think that solution works. I also think that, at this point, a majority of people have everything they need. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't need a new game system. You don't need all the new fancy clothes. Like a lot of households have a computer or the iPad or tablet. So like you have access to games and electronics and things. I
clothes.
don't know that we necessarily need a lot of extra stuff, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
and
am
that's what
in
I'm saying, like,
we have
sources of where you're sourcing your gifts, like, are you getting your clothes from, all these fast fashion companies, all these places that are again very consumeristic? Are you going to like what's it called? Consolidation, whatever? Like those really nice thrift
okay.
stores or thrifting or just being like, it's a or supporting actual small businesses and they're that are actually like honest and supporting nonprofits. There's so many things that you can support nonprofits and your family with that provides such a great gift. So I think that that would be a great solution to everything. But I think that people are. I don't think as many people are going to line up for Black Friday because just times are rough, and we may even see a decline in travel.
Right, but I mean, how y'all gonna travel when ain't no one paying the TSA? Y'all bitches would be flying if it was me. Couldn't be me. How am I getting to the motherfucking airport to do my job? Y'all ain't paying me.
That's what I'm saying. Like you, it's just so at that point. Like, what do you? There's no taking care of our people. Like this is just so disheartening. And like I said, the morale has been so low, and like I said, everything is about alignment right now. And I think, if I was a TSA agent, girl, I guess I'm not going to work. I guess I am applying for jobs. And because at the end of the day, but I guess you are always waiting for the government to shut down. And what if you quit? And there was no anticipating it would last this long. But it's just sadistic. And it's a dark era in our country right now. And like I said, it's very, yeah.
I think that we have to definitely hit it where it matters, which is the pockets. Target. Look at Target stock. Look at how
Yeah.
many jobs they have to cut, and they have to replace the CEO because of the boycott, because of the DEI. All that stuff works, and you really have to hit people where it hurts in order for them to make understand it. So I definitely feel like we should only be supporting local and businesses that support us, look like us, and give back to us. Honestly, you don't. I just think we just have to stop spending, um, and you really hit it when it hurts.
Well, let me tell you what I've seen in my recent experience working for directly under an owner of a business, and not a small business. I'm not even saying small business with this company because it's a company. Is that when the man on top notices a cut in something, uh, they're not going to settle for their losses. It's about cutting labor and maximizing work. And so I struggle with this with boycotts too because it's like when you're boycotting companies, it's really kind of come down to the person that's in the front lines of the company that is going to affect. It's going to affect their hours and their wage. And so that's a really really harsh reality. Is like
Yeah, I'm an educator. I meet with parents, and right now, a lot of my parents are government workers, and they're at home, and this affects kids. And people are picking up jobs like Instacart and working at BJ's. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but there are people in big houses and families to support, and just unprecedented without jobs. And it feels like it's affecting everyone in my circle, especially when you live in the DMV, right? Government jobs historically used to be the, safe ones, right? Secure
yeah.
jobs, get a government job, that is no longer the case. It's a shift in culture, truly.
My heart goes out to anyone out there that's literally not getting a paycheck or not in the in the position to get a check. On to where do we oh, well that
So what you
leads
went
to the
on
question.
to something less scary, Halloween.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Halloween has been so overshadowed by how sad and really scary the world is right now that it almost feels very dystopian to celebrate Halloween because you're like trick or treaters right now, right? These kids are gonna be trick or treating and then seeing military men carry like guns around. Like, what is that? That's a reality.
At the high heel race, we did see the National Guard there.
Yeah,
It's dystopian, and I've been thinking about that honestly recently for just being a horror movie fan. I feel like a lot of horror movies aren't scary anymore, but then I think about like what is scarier than like reality right now? Like what would really scare me?
I remember when I was running to my train at Union Station, and I was parking my bike and I was turning around and I almost ran into one of the National Guard and he had a gun that was the size of my like whole body. And I was like, that is just so weird. What if I would have actually bumped into him and I would have bumped into a gun? Like that is so assault rifle actually. That is so again not what America was when we were growing up. And but it does feel like this is the recession on steroids. I feel like we can even call it a recession because it's like so much more deeper than that. But we're in a recession, y'all.
You have to
If y'all
call it what
don't,
it is, a Great Depression.
this is worse. Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is a
It's not
cycle.
worse. It's not worse than the Great Depression, but it is historically linked, as we all know, everything comes around in cycles, especially around the 100-year mark. So we're 100 years at the same time as the last Great Depression, and this is our version of it. I am trying not to get slashed, not only by this economy and this terrible administration, mostly by all the horror villains that are out and about on Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Are you ready to dive into some iconic horror villainy?
Take me on this journey. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Raffi and I are big horror fans,
We love
and we
something.
love going through the iconic. So I thought it'd be cool if we were able to go through some major villains in the horror world and really think about what lessons they teach. Like, wait, don't do what? Like, what are they teaching us
I
not
love
to do?
this. I love this. Okay, let's do it.
So, first off is one of my favorites. They've done a lot of movies, and they are the ultimate faggot. This is Freddy Krueger.
I thought you were gonna bring a picture of him.
Bitch, what do you think this is?
Like,
Motherfucking
girl,
mirror,
wait,
mirror on the wall, bitch.
I thought I was gonna see
You
a
know what the
picture.
fuck Freddy Krueger looks like?
Oh, Freddy
Who
Krueger,
is Freddy Krueger? You know, since you're such a horror fan, who is Freddy Krueger? Do you really know about him? Who is he?
played by Robert Englund, is an icon, is a legend. His story is very sinister in the fact that you could just cut and dry say that he was a child molester. But as far as the original lore of Freddy Krueger, I don't believe that was it. But I might be wrong. But definitely Friday versus Jason, they solidified that. But he's just such a funny slasher. And I think in the representation of horror, he definitely represents that like very dangerous man that is funny, charismatic on one side. He uses his charm to get
Charm.
you to do what he wants, and then he, could hurt you. So I think that's a
He
true
looks so
representation of what it
scary.
is.
How can he be
An
charming?
icon, a legend. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
I think, was that the Freddy voice or just you have something you're
Huh?
yeah. Teehee. I wanna
What kind
know.
of faggot in a Christmas dress?
Right, right. I think of Freddy Krueger as such a queer icon, honestly.
Literally.
Um,
Because
because
of the charisma, uniqueness, or talent.
yeah, I think he serves. When I think of Freddy Krueger, I think of Johnny Depp and that crop top, very
Oh,
hot.
yes. And then
I
him
think of, like,
dying.
the hands coming through the mirror and grabbing
Yeah.
people, that was cool. I think of the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street that everybody hated but me, Rooney Mara.
Yeah, NuNu says she's a horror fan, and then says that she liked that movie better than any other actual Freddy Krueger movie
That was,
with
like, the
Robert
one I saw
Englund.
in theaters, and it's just a special place for me. I was genuinely, like, scared. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this man is killing your dreams, you can't sleep. Bitches gotta pop pills to stay alive." Like, that's real horror.
But oh gosh, it was very boring. Let's just call it what it was. It was boring. I had nothing against the new Freddy Krueger guy, but I can't even tell you what he was.
What lessons did we learn from Freddy Krueger?
Oh, dig deep with the charisma. Where's the charisma coming from? You know, just like look at the whole picture. Don't think this is a dream, honey.
What's the
Like to not trust. Well, the lesson of the whole movie, the lesson of
that Freddy Krueger teaches you?
I no, I think
I mean, all this is based on, like, lessons,
the lesson
right?
is just showing you the patriarchy, like showing you how it works, how like the male gaze works, and the victim and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's the lesson is don't trust a man with a smile, bitch.
Wow, thank you for sharing, and enlightening the audience.
What do you think the lesson is?
The lesson from Freddy Krueger is pretty obvious, which is quite literally not sleeping on your problems, but, like, not ignoring trauma. Like, the whole point of the movie is that everyone was, like, ignoring the trauma and pretending it doesn't exist, and then it just comes back. You can't ignore that hurt, you can't ignore those feelings, y'all. You have to feel the feelings and move forward. I think that was, like, the whole point of it. That's why everyone kept repressing stuff and couldn't sleep because, like, they couldn't get past what actually happened to them. So once they get past it, he goes away. Like Freddy Krueger is just trauma. And if you resolve it, you can go back to sleep.
Okay, hey, you knew that, or did Merriam-Webster over here, or should I say the modern Chat GPT give you that soliloquy? I know.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but when I saw the remake, they focused on the child molestation and being like, damn, we should have told these kids and pretended it exists. My
Again,
movie focused on redemption.
okay, no, I still think that similar theme applies, but not as an extreme and dark. I think there was a lightness to the original movie. But okay, next.
Thank you. Next. Now, this, I have never seen these movies, so
Okay,
I don't know too
these
much.
movies. Okay,
I don't know too
it's a
much
franchise.
about him outside of being a DLC character in Mortal Kombat, but Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th.
Yes, Daddy,
Lo, let me think.
the bear
This is
of
Camp
the
Crystal
slasher
Lake,
world.
right? This is Camp Crystal Lake, right?
Yes, actually. But also for the real fans, y'all know about Camp Higgins. And I think there's a third camp that is referenced. But Jason Voorhees is an icon. He's a legend. He is a
I
mama's
don't really know
boy.
too much,
He's a mama's boy who was bullied at a camp, and then he was bullied into falling into the river. He couldn't swim. He drowned. The mother came back and killed the first Friday the obviously people know it from the lore of Scream that it was not Jason, it was the mother who came back and killed all the counselors. But then it was a sequel where he was reborn. And so there's a very supernatural element to Jason,
y
but Jason
yeah,
is so iconic. He's been he's been played by so many different characters or shapes or guys. They've gone from like really scary outfits to like one was just like khakis and a button-up shirt. It was so embarrassing.
but they're just silent men, right?
He's just a silent lumbering man that uses his
Oh,
brute
that is
strength
scary.
to, and that's what someone said in like a TikTok. I saw that. I was like, like we laugh at these movies because some of them are so bad, but like if you think about it, the concept of someone chasing you with a mask who's huge is so terrifying. That like that would I would die right there. I wouldn't survive past the chase. Um, but like, but Jason is just daddy. He's great. I think it's just so unfortunate that Paramount can't get it together and make a fucking reboot of a like and give it such a strong, like legendary story. Imagine like the familial trauma you can resolve. Like why like the themes of an overbearing mother.
Yeah,
Like
I'm shocked that they haven't done a reboot. All the reboots and sequels they be
oh,
pumping out this bitch, like, they ain't touching Jason
that
at all.
there's so much missed opportunity. You know when like when all the like the fucking Menendez brothers shit that monster, and then recently they had Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, hello, these are themes that are happening, recurring, like familial trauma that would hit right now. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I Friday the 13th get it together. But yeah, that's the theme of Friday the 13th is just that. But I
So
mean,
what's the lesson then, Reed? I feel like the main lesson is pretty clear of, like, wait, don't get revenge. Like, I feel like holding grudges,
I
wait,
mean,
don't
she
hold
did get her head cut
grudges.
off in both the reboot and the oh, your tits are stupendous. The reboot is so like kind of iconic, and it's one of my like easy watches. I might watch it tonight actually. It's just such an easy watch, and you know what's gonna happen, and it's such an easy, entertaining movie. Highly recommend for anyone that doesn't want to go too deep with movies and want to laugh at like a stupid movie. And that's what I wish. It came out on the wrong time too, because I feel like people would appreciate that movie more today.
Yeah, people love camp now.
Yeah, very that. Even though Michael Bay's terrible. by the way.
Wait, don't hold grudges. Wait, don't do revenge. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I could get from him, but I don't know. You can't move forward if you're stuck in the past, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Therapize him, honey. He needs you.
Well, the next one is someone very similar. Now, I have watched some of these movies with you.
Oh my god, you also real segue. I'm realizing you would totally survive, especially in a Jason movie. You would definitely survive. Your character would survive because you would totally mother him. You're like that final girl. You would mother him. He couldn't kill you. You would literally therapize.
The next one is again easy, classic Halloween. Michael Myers. Now, I have seen how many Halloweens have we seen? One or two together, right? There was two that came out during the course of our friendship. So I know we watched two of at least those two.
No, three came out. I mean, no, yeah, three came out during our friendship.
What?
Yes, because it was a trilogy.
Oh,
I didn't know you.
yeah.
I didn't
Was
know
it
you during
trilogy?
2000. I didn't know you in 2007 or 12 when the last one came out, or nine. 2009 was the last one that came out before that. So yeah, 2018, 21, and then 2023 or two. Michael Myers deeply is my baby. I stand Michael Myers. Michael Myers is my favorite slasher. I want him at my
My God,
funeral.
no.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
Dolly
that.
wearing that Michael Myers mask at the reunion. When they would do that Michael Myers mask for Rolly, it's such a key. Michael Myers,
Yes,
it's so
Michael
funny to me.
Myers.
What is that mask? I still never get it.
Oh, it's oh my god, it's the guy from Star Trek. It's his face, whatever his name is. The guy from the white guy from Star Trek.
Bach or
Star Trek. Oh my god, I don't.
William Shatner?
William Shatner mask. It's a William Shatner
Oh, I thought
mask.
it was like a president or
I think it's
something.
like
It's a William
painted white,
Shatner
and
mask.
it was iconic. There's been so many renditions of that one too. Halloween 5 or millions. The worst mask. Halloween 5 was the worst mask. Oh my god, it was terrible. I think the modern mask is iconic. Even the Rob Zombie mask is super iconic, and he's had so many shapes. Rob Zombie's version of him was super brutal and that one it was like just the themes of that was like uh, the childhood trauma, repression,
Yeah.
but it was just such a stupid. I can't watch that one anymore.
I definitely remember the one where he like escaped or something from like a prison or something, like in the cars and like killing those people. All to get back to Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Jamie Lee Curtis to me is not that important, but
My God,
it was so important.
you want to talk about a fall from grace? Jamie Lee Curtis is a fall from grace for me. It's so disappointing. No shade.
Because she's a Zionist.
Yes, alone, alone. That had to that alone. I couldn't relate anymore. I was like, oh fuck. Because I mean, let's be clear. It was Laurie Strode is such an icon. It's just one of my favorite childhood movies. Loved it, and I remember that's the first horror slasher film I watched, and it terrified me as a kid. And once that happened, I threw it behind a couch so my sister wouldn't make me watch it again. And then I remember like digging it out for like 2 days, 2 years later or something like that. And then Halloween Resurrection came out, and that was like the first one I remember being excited to watch.
My gosh. No, my favorite one was with Kyle Richard.
Okay, she's been in multiple. Just throwing
Yeah.
names out there. Just throwing names out
That
there.
one.
Just
That one. I saw both of them, so that one.
multiple. Both. It wouldn't even be half of the movies she's been in.
So what
She
what can you learn from the Euro horror icon, Michael Myers? What's the lesson?
there's a lot of lessons to Halloween. I think Halloween was the first foundational piece. No, well, I mean, Friday the 13th was before that one, but like
Exactly.
sexual, like the kids that have sex, um, definitely get killed. But if you're like the nice, like subtle girl who's like very like graceful and shy and quirky, you're gonna get to the end.
Like
You're
me.
the survivor. There's definitely like the elements of like final. That was like the solidified of the final girl, but it is a level of repression, a blank slate, the root of evil. What does evil look like? So many
I
things.
definitely feel that. I feel like it definitely ties onto like the dangers of like emotional emptiness and like I just feel like this is a mask, like it just represents that emptiness and you just gotta like I feel like if he had more vulnerability or if he was like open then we would not be here. So I think the lesson is like being open, not masking your feelings, you
And
know.
it's also that repression of like, I'm gonna kill what I can't do, which is like the kids that are having fun and having sex and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, those are always the first to go, and they always are like really brutal. And also, like knives are so like phallic at the end of the day. So that's
Sure.
like let's be clear, slasher films are slasher films for a reason. There's no guns. Anytime someone dies from a gun, I hate when people count that as like a valid death. I hate that. I hate that. Scream 5, I'm looking at you. That was like very bold. That was very bold.
Oh my god, I think the first the next one is like the first thing I was like afraid of. Like I think it's like the first movie series I was like, "Oh, like I'm afraid of this. I don't want to watch
Annabelle?
this." No. No, I love Annabelle because she's just like me, a messy bitch. This is Chucky. Obviously, I'm not afraid now, but
You're
as a
afraid
kid,
of Chucky? That's so
I
cute.
was terrified for like it took me a while, like a
That
while.
is so
Like,
cute.
definitely towards, like, the end of high school. Like, once the Seed of Chucky came out, I
What?
was like, "Okay, it's,
No,
like,
that's too
camp
much.
and funny," but, like, it took me a while for
Bride of
real.
Chucky, you were scared of Bride of Chucky?
I just think dolls are freaky, and I think
That was
it really
scary.
not you know, it's not that. It's not dolls are freaky. Chucky is freaky because he's a killer doll that's dressed up really
Obviously.
nice, like me, and he just kills you. So, you know and I actually have seen, I think, almost all the movies. Like, I definitely watched Child's Play. I definitely watched, like, Project Chucky. I definitely watched all that.
Wow.
And it was just freaky. And my mom always like, "Why are you afraid it's just Chucky?" But I was just like, "It's just too much. Like, you can't kill him." I think that's what my issue is. Like, I was afraid because, "Oh, I can't kill him." If I see Chucky in real life, bitch, me putting him in the oven, me running around him is not doing nothing. So, like, now what?
I do have a picture of Chucky proposing, to, oh my god,
Tiffany.
Tiffany. So that is I just love Chucky.
Chucky's so funny.
Chucky is so funny. I'm like so I should have never smoked today. What's his name? What's his name that plays his what's his last name? My god.
You know, I know nothing. I know Jeffrey Tilly, and that's it.
My god.
But I think that Chucky, I feel like changed around once he got to that evil side. Once he started to always look like that,
Oh, Brad
that's when it
Dourif,
was like,
yeah.
huh?
Brad Dourif
Yeah. I
is
think it was
so
easier once he got to that, like, scary side of him because then he was always like that, and then he was, like, just funny. But
I
that
mean,
whole,
let's
like,
be
middle
clear.
side of being
Chucky 2
evil and nice.
Child's Play 2 when he fucking kills that teacher was
Yeah.
scary. That was a scary scene. I remember being
Yeah,
that, like,
because
scared of
he,
that
like,
as a
would get
kid.
away with, like, a lot.
Yeah. Oh, so you hated someone that was just messier than you.
Yeah, literally.
And
I
I
was like,
think
"Girl."
that those are great themes. Those are great themes too. And of not believing kids. I think that one is
Literally
definitely Mary not
gaslighting
believing
people, like,
kids.
he was, like, very smart with it. But
Yes.
I think that was obviously, like, his downfall, right? And I think that's, like, the lesson, like, Chucky is funny, but he's also an asshole because he's, like, arrogant, he's a narcissist, he only cares about himself, he thinks that everything he does is just, like, the best thing ever, so, like, that's really the main lesson here, right?
Yeah.
Don't let your ego possess you. 'Cause he's just, like, insane, but then Tiffany's equally insane, but they get better once they're together and they have a child. Cause trans rights, okay? They are advocates, they are loving, open parents, and I love that direction that we went with them, but it's not as scary as it used to be, but Chucky's terrifying, and he's small. He could be hiding in a closet and just come and get you, bitch. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine. Hiding in a pile of clothes. Oh my god, think about that.
Especially as it especially as it faded, I think that theme like kind of because then once he got that scary phase where it was like all like stapled together, I think that's when that cover was blown, and I think it shifted to like that, like the Bride of Chucky theme, like love and being in love with a narcissist and what that looks like, and the people pleasing that Tiffany does for him.
Oh my god. Tiffany's an icon. Just an
Tiffany is an
honorable
icon.
mention, makeup
Jennifer
icon,
Tilly, I
icon.
love her. Did not watch that season she was on Beverly Hills just because I didn't want to like lose any luster. I don't think she would have lost any luster. It was just a bad season too, but still icon, lovely. So Jennifer Tilly, yes. So who's the
Are
last one?
you
Oh,
ready
there's a.
for the last
I'm
one? The
assuming,
most
yeah.
obvious and last
Ghostface.
one Exactly. Ghostface Killer, the one who's inspired so much. And I think Ghostface is such an interesting one because like he's nobody, right? Doesn't exist, doesn't actually exist.
It's a different person
No
every movie.
personality. Does it but like we have all this stuff. We have rappers, Ghostface Killer, we have Scream, this iconography, we have everything. It's a genius design.
So Scream remains still, I think, my favorite movie, like my favorite movie franchise. Collectively, that franchise is unmatched, and not one movie's a skip. Let's be clear, not one movie's a skip. Not one movie's a
I
skip.
agree, multiple movies are. I fully agree with you. There are multiple skips, a couple
But
skips.
so iconic, and there's so many levels to that movie too.
Wait, which one's the stupid one? 3?
Well, people say three's bad, but I think it's
Which one's
gotten
the
a
one where she goes to like
uh,
that college or something and goes back or something? That's 3, right?
she goes to college in two, and then there's a college one in five.
No, what's
But
3 then?
three is the movie set, like when they're like this, like the
Yes,
super
yes,
meta
that's
one.
the one I'm talking about. The theater. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one. That
No,
one. That one. That
the
one.
theater is the second one when okay, NuNu loves to do this.
I'm not
NuNu,
talking about the theater when Jada Pinkett Smith gets hit. I'm
okay, I
talking
was
about
about
the
to say
theater when they're.
NuNu loves to say.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I know. I watch my
I was about
movies.
to say because
No, the
Scream.
one in the theater, they were like rehearsing to play. I remember like they were like trying to do like the shot. I
No, that's
remember.
Scream 2 too. The theater.
Oh, it's 3.
No,
I know it is.
you no, it's the movie set where she's being chased by her mother. That one's Scream 3, and then they're in that big like you think it's a theater, but it's that behind back room. That is
Yes,
probably what
that's
you're
what I'm talking about.
referencing.
Yes,
That's not a.
yes,
I don't think. Well, they put it on a projector. He put it on a projector.
yes. Like that room.
Iconic. But also the movie kind of ruined meta like the lore a little bit for me.
It did. That one was terrible. And then Emma Roberts had to save Scream 4.
Confirmed that she's uh a Zionist racist person, but Jenny McCarthy in that movie was so she did her two scenes. She ate those two scenes up, but she's a terrible human being. But yeah, love Scream. Met is the most meta of them all. I guess it's about like reality.
I mean, everyone always knows, and I always say, I obviously Scream is like not my favorite. I love Scream as a concept. I think obviously it's terrible in execution, and I think the best version of Scream is always gonna be a scary movie because that's exactly what Scream is.
Shut the fuck.
I would
Okay,
rather get to it. I guess the Scream is too much of the building for no reason. I'm like, girl, let's just have fun and do it then because
Scream is a fun
My
movie.
Ghostface is the one that's scary movie. It's
Scream
funny,
is a
it's
fun movie.
dangerous.
Scream is a funny movie. Trust me, it's a funny movie. Laugh. I
But
still
Scary
laugh
Movie
to it.
1 does Scream so well. What did I say about the shoes? You don't step on Gail's shoes. Gail wear Prada shoes.
Shut the fuck.
Y'all don't get it. It's so
You are
genius.
so.
I will slash you, gash you, cut it in a hole in your ass. Okay? Y'all can't. It's what
Take
Scream
it,
is.
Brandon. Take it, Brandon. No, that's from Scream. Oh,
But you know what Scream
I
has
did that.
given us?
I did that. Oh, fun fact! If y'all want to come to do movie trivia while I'm there, that was a question. Was what boy name does Ray scream during that sex scene? And no one got it. I was like, hello, context clues. It was just a
It's
bounce off
so
of
funny.
Brenda.
But what I want to say about Scream is that one thing it did give us, especially as queer people, is this really hot, bloody scene with Matthew Lillard and that other guy who doesn't matter. But
Okay. What we're not gonna do is oh my god, I'm struggling to remember his name too right
I
now.
because it doesn't matter. But Matthew
No,
Lillard, who is
he's
an
a daddy. Oh my
icon,
god, have you seen pictures of him now? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I saw pictures. Literally, he just went viral for how sexy he's aged in reverse.
yeah,
He
you
is
see what happens, white
beautiful,
people, when you're not problematic, just
and
doing
his
your
face
thing.
is oh, he's Billy. Billy. Well, his name is Billy in the
Shaggy,
movie.
Shaggy, Shaggy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't know you were such a Matthew Lillard fan.
I'm a horror fan. Scooby Doo is still horror, still live action. It was horror for the girls. The
No, I
first
hated
Scooby Doo
that.
movie was scary. Let's not be clear. Monsters, that was shit was scary.
First of all, the fact that Sarah Michelle Gellar and Matthew Lillard have multiple like
Yeah,
references of
it's
each
so
other.
iconic. But oh my god, let's get to the lesson. What is the lesson of Ghostface? or Scream? What do you think?
I mean, the lesson of Scream was don't answer the phone. It was definitely came out around the time where they were saying like blame the movies. The movies are like ruining our generation, is causing violence. So it was definitely like the themes are also there's no adults. Notice that there's a lack of adults. So I think the screams that theme of like when there's no adults or like these could be consequences of an absent parent because parent were definitely constant themes with her mother and yeah and then her Billy's mom stepped out on him, so there's a lot of things with parents on that one.
I think the main lesson would be not to ignore the red flags. I think in Scream, the killer is always someone you know, and it's very obvious. So I think it's just like not to ignore very clear signs of sociopathy, psychopathy, or just when people are just being crazy and messy. Like you don't just because they're family or just because they're being friends or just because of whatever, that doesn't mean that they won't hurt you or betray you. So it's just being aware of those red flags because it's very obvious. I feel like a Scream. My gosh, we've learned a lot of lessons in our Wait Don't Get Slash episode of Wait Don't Do It. There's so much going on, and I feel like Halloween teaches us about duality, right? Fear, fantasy, death,
I
but
think
it
I love
also
Halloween. Halloween's definitely gay Christmas. I love Halloween. I hope everyone celebrates their own way today. But yeah, I think it's definitely the fun holiday. I think it's the holiday for the type beers out there. And it's about the kids that have imagination.
love Halloween. It's definitely top 2 for me. I love it. I think I
Oh,
just like the idea
okay.
of dressing up and seeing the
But you like dressing up.
creativity.
Okay.
I do. And ultimately, the Halloween and these villains is mainly the villains teach us the main lesson of all, right? Which is if you don't communicate, if you don't heal, if you don't
Don't
work
villainize.
on
Stop
yourself, you're
villainize.
gonna throw it on
Yes.
everyone else, and that's literally what is the ultimate evil. The
Let's not
way that
villainize each other right now. You know, let's keep the peace amongst. Let's not betray our class for $15,000 more. Okay, let's just.
where can they find you, Raffi?
Oh my God, y'all can find me so many places. Obviously, Wait Raffi Reggaeton Brunch. Come see us November 22nd for our Y2K themed reggaeton brunch. I'll be if you're listening to this today, I'll be at Uproar this weekend or tonight with Taste Takeover. I'll be hosting their abuelita whatever thing costume contest, and then I have Maramoto and Tintas DC on Saturday, which is tomorrow. It's a fun like celebration of Latino performers. We're gonna like have a lot of live performers. There's gonna be poetry. There's gonna be face painting for the babies. It's a very beautiful event, and we're gonna have a karaoke section, so you're gonna get to sing your heart out and mourn those that you love and miss. And then we will also have Gosa. We had DJ Molina on our podcast last episode, and I'm excited to DJ with her. I'm actually gonna probably practice a set right now after this just to get ready. I'm really excited. Gosa, it's gonna be. We're also gonna have an altar for Dia de los Muertos. We're gonna be praising Selena. So come through with your best Selena gear. And just I'm just super excited, y'all. I'm really, really excited. Yeah, come through, come through. And again, if you're looking for a DJ, I'm a guy.
It is your girl NuNu Paris, and I am obviously so excited to finally announce that I will be starring as the title role Elsa in our drag parody Defrosted. We are tired of all this ice in our city, so we are excited to defrost it and give a great show. The tickets are on sale now at highballdefrosted.com. You can obviously follow Highbrow Productions DC for more information, but it will be at Shaw's Tavern. So if you want some dinner, you want to see an immersive live drag show, come through on December 6th, 7th to see us. Let it go.
That is so wonderful. I was super excited. And I love the reference to ice. I'm really excited to see where it goes. From what I've heard, the choreography is gonna be pristine. It's gonna be
It's going
cold.
to be
Smooth criminal
such a
cold.
key. Such a good team, such a good time. And again, please keep following up with us on all our social media. New episodes every other week. So I can't wait to see y'all for the next one. Remember, wait, don't get slashed out there.